Hello children, we'll see today that how to solve this problem which is based on a chapter complex number from class 11th syllabus complex number. So this question has been taken from the miscellaneous, the last exercise. This is the question number 2 from that exercise. So we'll see that how to solve this question. Now in this question what you have to do is it is written that for any two complex numbers z1 and z2 prove that real z1 z2 is equals to real z1 minus real z2 minus imaginary z1 into imaginary z2. So real z1 into real z2 minus imaginary z1 into imaginary z2. This we had to show. The question is very simple. So basically what we have to do is we'll be starting like first of all I want to tell you little concept. If any number is represented by z is written like x plus iy, and if we are writing a real z like this, so real z means what? The real part. And if we are writing imaginary z, so if imaginary z means that is y, that is the imaginary part. So only this y we are writing. So this is what we are going to do here also. Fine. So we'll see how to do this. So let's see how to solve this question. So say z1 is equals to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equals to x2 plus iy2. Now we have to write we have to find out now z1 into z2 as it is used here. So we'll be writing z1 into z2 is equals to x1 plus iy1 is multiplied with x2 plus iy2. So if we multiply we'll get like this. See, x1 x2 x1 x2, then we'll be getting I into x1 y2. Fine, this is multiplied here, then again this is multiplied here, so we'll be getting I into y1 x2 or x2 y1, and the last one is this is multiplied with this, so we'll be getting plus I square y1 y2. Now we can write it like x1 into x2 plus I will be common out of this, so I is common. Now we'll be writing x1 y2 plus x2 y1, and the last is minus y1 y2. Ultimately we'll be writing x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus I into y1 y2 minus sorry, this step is little wrong, so we can write it like I is common. Now x1 y2 plus x2 y1. Fine, this is, so now this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. Fine, further it will be solving. Now if we are writing real z1 z2 z1 into z2 means we'll be writing this part only, so it is written as x1 x2 minus y1 y2. Fine, this we can take equation 1. Now because it is already written that z1 is equals to x1 plus iy1, so from here we can say ki real z1 is equals to, real part of z1 is equals to x1 and imaginary part of z1 is equals to y1. Similarly, if z2 is given x2 plus iy2, so real part of z2 will be written as that is x2 and imaginary part of z2 would be written as y2. Now what to do is, if x1 is this. I'm going to change a little bit. So you know this part you see and this part you see. So what to do? At the place of x1 you are going to put here real z1. This is real z2 at the place of x2. Then y1 is equals to imaginary z1 and this y2 is equals to imaginary z2. So at the place of, in equation number 1, now you have to put all these values. Then your answer would be real z1 z2, real part of z1 z2 is equals to real part of z1 multiplied with real part of z2 minus imaginary z1 into imaginary z2. Right? So this is how we will be writing the complete answer. This is your solution. So I am sure that it is clear now. There is no confusion. In case of any confusion, you please write in the comment box. Thank you. So now this is the question which I had taken from complex number, class 11th. So we'll see that how to solve this question. So what to do is, here it is given that x minus iy is equals to under root a minus ib upon c minus id. We have to show that, we have to prove that this one. Find x square plus y square whole square is equals to a square plus b square upon c square plus d square. This we are going to show. This we are going to prove. To see the steps which we'll be taking is, first of all, whatever given is, we'll write given x minus iy is equals to a minus ib upon c minus id. Fine. Now after that what to do is, we'll be squaring both sides. So squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. So we'll square both sides, then we'll be getting x minus iy whole square is equals to a minus ib upon c minus id. This much only. Now what to do is square it. So we'll be getting x square plus iy whole square minus 2xyi is equals to a minus ib upon c minus id. Fine. This is the squaring. After squaring we'll be getting this. Now we can write it x square, because I square is minus, so I minus I y square minus 2xyi is equals to a minus id upon c minus id. Fine. Now what to do? We had to multiply here by the denominator's conjugate. Fine. So next step will be this. Now in this step what to do is multiply by the conjugate of this. So we'll be writing it a minus ib upon c minus id is multiplied with c plus id upon c plus id. Now if we multiply, we'll be getting ac minus ADI, that is plus ADI, and then this is multiplied with this, so we'll be getting minus BCI, and this is multiplied with here, so we'll be getting minus I square BT upon C square plus D square. Whenever we'll be multiplying, definitely we'll be getting the same thing. You can check it out. Now children, after that what to do is AC, this will be plus, so it will be plus BD plus here is AD minus BC, I is out upon C square plus D square. Fine. So this can be written like this also कि AC plus BD upon C square plus D square plus AD minus BC upon C square plus D square into I. This is the value of x square minus y square minus 2xyi. Now we'll compare. Then we'll be getting something. Here x square minus y square is this whole and minus 2xy is this whole. Fine. So one by one we'll be writing here. Now then x square minus y square is equals to AC plus BD. So x square minus y square is equals to AC plus BD upon C square plus D square. This we can take as equation number 1. Second is minus 2xy is equals to, we'll be writing from here, to AD minus BC. AD minus BC, well, AD minus BC upon C square plus D square. This is equation number 2. Now you do one thing, you square these two and add. So because you have to find out, you have to find out x square plus y square whole square. This can be written as x square minus y square whole square plus 4x square y square, which is the square of this. So if you will be adding, you will be getting this one. So for doing so, what you have to do is you have to square this and then you have to add it. So it will be written only squaring and adding equation number 1 and 2. So we'll be writing squaring and adding 1 and 2. So now square and add. So if we'll be squaring and adding, so see how much it is coming. We'll be getting x power 4 plus y power 4 minus 2x square y square plus 4x square y square is equals to, here we'll be getting AC plus BD upon C square plus D square whole square plus AD minus BC upon C square plus D square whole square. Fine. So this will be getting. Now what is written here. See this whole. It is written x power 4 plus y power 4 plus 2x square y square. So now we will be writing it. X power 4 plus y power 4 plus 2x square y square is equals to, here we can see c square plus d square in denominator, whole square is denominator and numerator is written like this. So we'll be writing it c square plus d square whole square together, because both places it is written the same thing. This will be also whole square, this will be also whole square, so both are same, so all together it can be written once. So now after that, whole square of AC plus BD, whole square of AC plus BD is what? That is A square C square plus B square D square plus 2AC BD. Fine. And then after that we'll be writing plus what to write? Whole square of this AD plus minus BC, AD minus BC. So it will be written as A square D square plus, after that we'll be writing what to write it? B square C square, P square C square minus 2ACBD, this much. And then ACBD will be writing here. I want to make it more clear. writing C. Whole square of this is, whole square of this will be this AC, AD minus BC. So A square D square plus B square C square minus 2 ABCD. Directly we can write ABCD because all the 4 are coming. So it is minus, it won't be plus, it is minus only, minus 2 A, B, C, D. Fine, and whole upon this is written. Now what to write is, no, this side is x square plus y square whole square is coming, and this side is coming, this and this would be cancelled because ABCD all 4 written here. Now the rest will be writing here. So it is A square C square plus B square D square plus A square D square plus B square C square whole upon C square plus D square whole square is coming. Now after that what to write is, out of these two something is common, nothing is common. So if nothing is common, then you take this with somebody else like this. So these two you can take together and these two will be taken together. So what we'll be writing is A square C square plus A square D square plus B square D square plus B square C square whole upon C square plus D square whole square. Now out of these two A square is common. The A square is common, then C square plus B square plus out of these two what is common? B square is common to B square is common to what is left is D square plus C square whole upon C square plus D square whole square. Fine. So now what is left is, out of these two terms, C square plus D square is common. So we'll be writing C square plus D square common. What is left is A square plus B square. A square plus B square common. Out of upon C square plus D square whole square. Now this one is cancelled. Means you will be writing 2 times this and then one will be cancelled. Then what is left is x square plus y square whole square is equals to A square plus B square upon C square plus D square. Only this much, which is your answer. Because you have to prove only, so it is proved. So this is not tough one, simple question, but some steps you have to follow and then little longer question you can say. Fine, it's not tough one. Thank you.